Jonathan.
Hi, Letty. How are you?
Good. Sorry about that. I was on with KPMG.
It's 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Unacceptable.
Uh, so I saw the email chain, so I thought we'd follow up with that. Is that does that help kind of get you to where you want to reduce the forecast, or with the credit with the
Yeah. So the credit will is turns out to be like 300 something, right? So that will work.
yeah.
And then so here's what I snippet from my meeting with KPMG. So for IGA, they have a budget of 700,000. What do you have in April for spend? Are you still at the 400?
Let me see. Hold on. Don't move your screen though. So I have 430 in the budget.
Pardon me?
430.
Yeah. So what's happening there is that the combined budget that we were told, like the every IGT
Mm-hmm.
budget, hasn't hit. No one's put that in my budget. So that's why I'm,
Okay, but that's good because if we
yeah,
put that in, then that.
yeah.
All right. So and how much is it? Did you say
It's 700,000.
exactly? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So I'll take. So I'll. All right. So what I'll do is I'll remove the forecast. So that'll get you to actually there it is. So is that all in April, or should I spread it?
The show happened in April, so
Okay, that's fine.
any
So
charges that were made before should have been accrued till April. Um, and then I think we've got all of that paid in April because it's still April, and I think like we're ready to close out that show.
all right. So just to recap, because I so the 700 is coming over from Every.
For well, the 300,000 should come over from every
All right.
for a total of 700.
Oh, I see. Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm taking out 200, 300 plus because I don't want to
yeah,
take out. I don't need to take yours. Well, I guess I
my
do. So
400. Yeah,
700.
my 430. Yeah,
Okay. So I'm going to take down 700. Now, that is almost going to give you a credit, but that's fine because you're not going to spend zero.
yeah.
Here, I'll share my screen.
Okay, yeah. Because I think for ice tracking wise, I was good for you guys because I had money in that operations for travel for the text that I put towards, so it kind of balanced me out. But for KPMG and for Apollo, I'm tracking over. So that's why we're asking for the credit for the hotel. So
Yep.
that's going to put me under.
Okay. So if I take, all right, so perfect. So you'll basically be at taking 700 out of the forecast. Um, will pretty much put you 60K ahead.
Yeah,
So that's great.
yeah.
And anything, so anything for the UK shows, or you don't seem to have much. Was that just an area for that one for ICE or IGA?
Yep, yep,
And other than that, it's gonna lie dormant.
yep.
Okay, awesome.
And then May, how much do we have in May? 14.
I'm sorry.
May. I was just looking at what we have in. So you only
I
have
don't
like
have
one.
anything pretty much until September.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a show in. We've got a
Big show
small
in
show in
October.
June.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do
I've
you
got
want
a
to
small
move it
show in
around?
June. Yeah. So, and here's the thing too. So that small show in June,
Yep.
it's my money or IG Legacy IGT money, and legacy G-Tech, every money.
Yep.
So that show, they're, they're telling me that my budget is 207,000.
Okay,
So we
that's
have to
good to
find
know.
out, yeah, who from, where's, who's gonna bring that money over to this line,
Yeah.
to this budget, this cost center.
No, and that's good to know because then we can have a clean Q2, which is
Yeah.
what they want. So I'm going to add.
Then there's
Go ahead.
There's a small show note. So there's Owiga, and then there's NWIGA, NWIGA. And
Can you tell
that's
me
just
those
another
months again? And I apologize.
Yeah.
I'll be able to. So what is in June?
In June. So Owiga dates is July 20th to the 22nd.
Is what? Spell it for
Is
me.
Owiga, OIGA.
All right. Whoops. And is that the
That's the
200?
207. Yep.
All right. So that 207
Yep.
is going to be in
then we
July.
Yep, and then in June, we have NWIGA, like June 15th.
Yep.
And let me see what they have listed here for that show. WIGA. I think they're showing like 160, which looks really high. So let me
Okay.
double check that. But that again would be money coming from legacy IGT and adding every money to that as well.
So for Q2, I'm going to reduce April by 700 and increase June by 160 until you tell me otherwise.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So now for July, just because I can change it. So Oiga
Yep.
is in July, and that's 207.
Yes.
Okay. And what's next?
And then it's nothing until October.
Okay. And which one's that
Oh,
again?
sorry, September.
Okay.
September is the show is earlier this year.
And which one's that?
G2E.
Oh, okay.
G2E. Yeah.
And how much I assume we'll take it from October, but how much is that? How much do we need for that?
I think our budget, let me see, it's not in here. G2E. I think 3.7. So
Hold on.
does that seem low or high?
Well, you had 3 or 2? 2 point or 3 point?
It's showing here event budget 3.7.
Okay, so if let me do the subtotal as we go. And then if we take essentially 3.7 out of October, is there one in October too?
No, it used to be in October and
Okay.
now it's kind of September.
So I'm gonna take.
So you need to move that over.
Yep. All right. So we're down 300. Well, that's the change we're making, the net change. So
Yeah, and that down 300, that's the credit that we're getting back for the hotels
right.
that we'll have to pay again for next year.
Okay.
So
So let's see. So let me actually do some ugly stuff just so we can see the total. So this is going to be actuals, and then I'm going to so if I remove 700, so actually let me do
but you're not removing 700 from
right, that's
April.
what I was exactly
Yeah,
what I was
you're
going for.
adding, so it's I'm due another 300,000 to make my budget, so.
Yeah, yeah. Give me 1 second. This is,
Which, do you know what, would make me, if you add 300 there, would make me, with the deposit, would make me flush at the end of the year, right?
right. So for the
So
act,
maybe-
what are you going to spend in April?
Well, actually, I went over budget.
Well, yeah, that's why.
But-
So I put the net. This is kind of the row 4 is kind of what the corrections are going to be with the forecast change. But what are we going to spend in April?
Okay, hang on a second. Teams is. So in April, 824,725.
824.7. Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's my actuals.
So that means. Okay. So the 700, obviously, by reducing it. Let's see. So that's going to be. And the rest of the actuals.
So what they did with the budget, they gave me, it looks like they gave me the proper IGT every budget. They just didn't allocate it for the right months. Is that-
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So at least I know it's there.
Yeah, because in the end, so if I said in the end you're getting 300K, does that sound right? With all the
Yeah.
ins and outs.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't so what I'm gonna do is so the net change.
So that means I'm over budget by 120.
Something like that.
5,000.
Yeah, you're getting
Okay.
it. And what I'll
then I
do,
can make that up with a little, like the OIGA and NYGA, if I don't spend all that money.
yeah.
It'll help me catch up, and then before G2E planning, we'll find out where we are and what we need to, how much we need to decrease to hit the.
So now the NOIGA in June,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
160, but that's not coming from anywhere. That's just what you're going to spend, right? Sorry to repeat
Yep.
myself. I just want to
No,
make
no, no.
sure.
Well,
And then-
that space was bigger, so Donna told us that was the new budget. So I don't know where she was getting that money from. I just assumed that it was being kind of put back into our budget, but.
So is the 700's really the only thing we're changing in from money that wasn't in the budget, even though it's a credit. Like everything else, we're moving and maybe changing the amounts, right? Is that a correct statement? Just so I know, because I'm blind leading. I'm the blind one.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I'm kind of blind leading the blind too, because it was just kind of hearsay, because if my budget was pretty much the same as last year,
yeah,
the total, we didn't spend that much for OIGA or NYGA. They made us,
right.
because of they made us make the blue space bigger. So I don't know if she was gonna get the extra money for both those shows. I can tell you what it was historically, those two.
Well, if you've got orders to spend that much, I would, and it's higher,
Yeah,
I would go with that.
okay,
I mean, this.
yeah.
So it's. So.
So everything is clear as mud.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just one more
So
second. Go ahead.
my total budget for the year is at 4.682.
Yeah, why?
It's really small.
Should be. This doesn't look right. This is way too low. So I'm moving that to that. Oh, right. So we're adding. Okay, it's still not enough. Let's see. What is not?
That's the thing too, like,
So we're gonna move. You definitely. You had 305, 307, but why is that only coming out today? What am I missing?
like, is it 6 now? Or, that's the thing, no one ever told me what my budget was.
Really?
Like, I didn't really get budget numbers. You know, I've been flat for the flat. And then she was like like giving, like for IGA, she said, okay, you're getting 700,000 for IGA. For OIGA, you're getting 207. But I never got like a full on, what's my total at the end of the year budget?
That's yeah, because I want to do that now. That's kind of what I'm scratching out right there. 30 here, 20 here. 614. It's just weird that. So for October, are you spending anything in October? I mean, is there any?
It will all be for the show in September.
Okay,
So,
that's fine.
Yeah. Some of the things.
Oh, I know what's wrong with my math. Okay, so. It's weird though. If it should be counting that. That's weird. But you're really the budget should be the forecast.
Yeah.
Should be
So
this plus
is it
124 really. We're moving things around.
okay?
You know what's getting me is this numbers. This is just like a nerd's worst nightmare. Like why that should be 4 million. And so
Yeah. Stop chipping me.
right? No, that's gonna be 4 million. All right, let me try.
You get your little formula to work and you can report back.
Right?
I'm like I'm
All right,
sort
there
of
we
a
go.
news person. So thank you for
No.
walking me through that.
Sweet.
We all have our strengths.
Right? So let me actually let me just do this on the phone. I don't want to do it. So if everything's gonna essentially we're moving this here, but that shouldn't matter. So it's going to be 37, and I'll round. Is that enough zeros? 37. Okay, explain to me how. Okay, that's hard coded. I'm like, how did I just add 3 million? All right, thank
Explaining
you.
anything.
Sorry, thank you. And I promise we'll get through this. All right, see? How do you get 4? That's 3.5. Because it's not activity, idiot. Okay, there we go. So, oh, God. All right. So we are. So I'm going to take this now that it's better.
And
I'm going to take that.
and WIGA is not. I told you it's just going to be 60,000.
Yeah, let me. Okay. Now what's so OIGA? So it is right. Thank you.
WIGA is 207 yet, but for June
Yep.
it's going to be 60,000, not one.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So. So, for what I'm gonna do, this is better, by the way. Sorry, I'm in a better place now. So,
Okay.
for this is the forecast as it is now. Now, change. Okay. So I'm taking in this changed amount, I'm taking basically instead of the 824 that you said we needed in April,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to remove the credit, which we're going to get. So really, your cost is going to be 124. Does that sound right? I mean, because if we get that we need to get that every credit. Otherwise, it's going to be
the
in
every credit will be 300,000. It won't be.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because combined with mine and theirs is 7. So I had 430. They've got 300.
So what's the 430 again? Remind me.
You said that for April I had 430 in my budget.
Oh, we're going to take that out. Okay, right.
Well,
So,
the 430 was my part, and then their part is 300, so that makes 700.
but don't you need 800, right? To spend?
Yeah, I need 800. Yeah.
All right. But good. I'm glad you said this right.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right.
This is
I need
changing.
800 to spend, and then we're just reallocating them.
Yep.
Yep.
Reality. All right. So this is, I'm sorry, 820.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. So basically, we are going to increase your forecast, which is only 100. We're going to be down 190.
Short 190.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
really, it's because even though we've got the 700, it's because the 820.
Yep.
And then really, oh wait, you also have. This is now 60, which is good. Let me move these notes over here. And then, so 190, if we can find it, or maybe we'll have more credits, but I won't put those in, so that'll be upside.
No. Yeah. So I can make up the 190 by the end of the
Okay.
year. like I said, when we start planning G2E.
Mm-hmm.
So like in August, we can see where we're at because all the little shows will be gone, so we can see if we made up some money there.
Exactly.
And then if we need to make up 130, I'll just make cuts to G2E to make that number.
Okay. Let's see.
Do you have the credit for ice that's coming in?
No.
well, that'll put us,
That's great. How much is that?
it was 292,000 pounds.
Let me go. Hey, Google.
So that was, we're working with the hotel to send that back to us.
How much is it again? 270?
292,000 pounds, British pounds. So that'll be like 300 something.
Oh, you're good. 390. Let me see. That sound right? That's too much, right?
No, it should be pretty good because the US dollar's worth
Great.
less.
395 for the hotel, right?
Yeah. That's the ICE hotel that's the deposit is coming back in.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, so. And
So with that, we're just tracking over by 131.
that's what I see. Wait, no. That was too good news. Okay. We're going to do some. All right, so. Yeah, so we're gonna take out, it's like, must be 1,000,001, and you're gonna spend 820. So you're gonna take, so that's good news. Your forecast is coming down. Usually negative means good news, but in this case, it's
Yep.
bad news. Okay, so, and then 60, oh, I got, what's that? That's still not as good as I wanted. Oh, we're taking it down. Okay. So basically, with the hotel credit and the every reimbursement is really what we're benefiting here. So we're taking your forecast down to 4.1. Your budget was that. So you're basically going from, and I'm going to make this clean and send it to you so that we remember this, I promise. So in this case, the negative is good. So we are going to be only 140 worse than budget instead of 640, which is what the system says today. So we're going to take your budget. It's increasing 300-ish or 260 with all the nets, including some of these that weren't in there, like OIGA, and then we're taking out that a ton of money. So your forecast is getting better by 800. You're still 600, so that net is about 140. But again, I promised in the next couple hours I'm going to send you this fresh, and then I'll change it in the forecast just in case there's anything that I missed. All right.
Yep.
And then we'll do this
Meeting
monthly,
with,
so that if
Yeah. I'm meeting with Domenico later, and I'll let him know that
definitely, and I'll
our forecast, like we're tracking, like just 141.
send this to you within a couple hours, and then is that enough time for then you meet with Domenico?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's do that,
4:30.
and then you can have that.
Yeah.
You can bless it.
I just don't want him to see something and be like, "Oh shit!"
No.
600.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so I'll send this to you in a couple hours.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, bye now.